Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. This is Kendi K all day. Friends, thank you for joining me for part two of my YouTube journey from 260 subscribers to full monetization in just 6 months. Y'all, thank you for joining me. This has been a super exciting segment of Shop Talk. It's a special series of Shop Talk. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Kendi K all day. Are you a new YouTube content creator? Are you on the road and the path to initial monetization with 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours from your long format videos and your live streams? Or are you on that final road to full monetization with at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? And friends, just a reminder, those watch hours must come from your long format content, your videos. Kendi K calls them your longs and your live streams. Unless you're one in a million, friends, and you can amass 10 million views on your shorts in a 90-day period. Otherwise, we'll all be working towards full monetization with at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours from your long format videos and your shorts. Y'all, thank you for welcoming me in here. I am so super pleased to see friends already gathering. We've got a super packed segment. This is part two of Kendi K's YouTube journey. Friends, I can't believe that I am in this place as a fully monetized content creator, and I wanted to take this opportunity. I said, what can I do to mark the occasion? The best thing that I can do is to share what I have learned in the past 6 months about how to grow a channel to and through full monetization. I think if you know me at all in these YouTube streets, if you don't know me, let me introduce myself. Y'all, welcome in, friends. Welcome in. I am Kendi K all day. I'm a new YouTube creator in these YouTube streets. And friends, I can finally say it. I am a fully monetized channel at this moment. And I did all of this work because I know that you're doing all of this work. I did it all in the last 6 months where I really started to understand YouTube better than I've ever understood it before. When you get a little nugget of something, when you get a sense of understanding, it just opens up so many opportunities for you and your channel. And that's why I created Shop Talk. Shop Talk is a virtual content creator makerspace where we convene for a live streamed Q&A for YouTube content creators 3 times a week. So welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Y'all better put your seatbelts on and buckle up for safety because I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Well, then, friends, let's go. Let's go. Yes, fully monetized is still, I know the phrasing fully monetized, but to associate that with Kendi K is still something that I am accepting. But you know, y'all, I'm fully leaning in to being that fully monetized content creator. And when I say I'm new to being fully monetized, I mean I am new. Last week, I received my first YouTube check. Thank you, YouTube Partner Program. YPP is the YouTube Partner Program. That is the monetization process. And you do have to apply and be accepted into that program. Wow, wow, wow. And by the way, they will email you. They will email you once you've been officially accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. I'm going to go ahead and put some videos together about all the steps leading up to that invitation, that golden ticket, if you will, inviting you to the YouTube Partner Program. This is Kendi K all day. Friends, let's just dive right on into the content today. I'm just sharing how I was able to grow my channel. You want to make sure you catch part 1 of this great series, my monetization journey, from about 260 subscribers to full monetization in just 6 months. It's pretty unbelievable. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a series about that because, y'all, I'd already been in these YouTube streets for a full year without much progress. Yes, absolutely. So let's just take a look at where I've been in these YouTube streets. This is Kendi K all day. Y'all, welcome in. Let me take a few moments and welcome those who are joining me by live stream. Y'all, I thank you for being with me in that chat. Thank you so much. Welcome in to Mrs. Paula. Welcome in. Jeffrey W. is in the building. Welcome in, Melinda G. Look at all of these great channels and viewers. I appreciate those content creators who are joining us in the chat, and I also appreciate the viewers who are not content creators who are joining us in the chat because they have a very unique perspective. One thing that I've learned in these YouTube streets, friends, is that it's not so much about what I want to do on my channel, it's about what viewers want to watch. What do viewers want to see in these YouTube streets? And if you connect your channel to what viewers want to see, you've got it made, friend. I guarantee you, you've got it made. Welcome in, Monique Poe. Welcome in, friends. Claire, the missing link, is with us. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, thank you to all these content creators, viewers, subscribers. And if you are catching this on a replay, thank you for watching this stream all the way through, even on a replay. Would you do me a favor? Would you drop down in those comments and let me know that you came by? Thank you so much. Gemini Diva 79 is with us again. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Yolanda B is in the building. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Serene in the Making is here with us. Welcome, friend. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm going to go through one more time because I don't want to miss not a single one of my friends. Y'all, even our guy, our virtual assistant, Nightbot, is on the scene. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. There's our friend. It's Simply Debbie Sue. Welcome, Simply Debbie Sue. Great content over there. In fact, I saw a great collaboration with Simply Debbie Sue. I think that was Simply Debbie Sue. I hope I'm not getting confused. Well, welcome, Simply Debbie Sue. But I saw a great collaboration with Mrs. Paula. Mrs. Paula, you update me because I probably have my names wrong. But I saw a great collaboration with you. And it was just great fun times over there on your channel. For that collaboration, I popped up on someone's collaboration. It was Miss Heartily Happy yesterday. I don't mind doing that at all. Oh my goodness, y'all. It is one of our favorites. Rudy is in the building, y'all. Check out Rudy Homestead. Friends, Rudy is our special friend in these YouTube streets, and he loves numbers. So if you would, please, if you're in the chat, would you drop down in that chat at this moment and put your two favorite numbers? Put your two favorite numbers. And a number that came up a lot as I was preparing our visuals for the day was the number 22. 22 came up a lot for me. And then Kendi K, one of Kendi K's favorite numbers at this moment is 50. Because y'all, Kendi K is a woman of a particular age. And Kendi K is turning a 50 in October. So drop in the chat and would you please, in honor of our good friend Rudy, who has graced us with his presence, y'all, would you put your two favorite numbers in the chat for our buddy Rudy? Rudy is in the building. Welcome, friend. Hey there, Epi Pooh. Welcome, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at all of these new faces who are coming back to join us for another episode of Shop Talk. This is what we do, y'all. This is the Content Creator Makerspace, and we are the collective of YouTube content creators, and we are here to talk shop. Welcome. I think I have everybody. Moderators, if you see anyone else that I might have missed, that's what moderators do. They help me to stay on my toes because Kendi K has a lot going on. Welcome in. There's Allison Map. And so that means it is time to get this train going. Yes, thank you all so much. So let's talk a little bit about my YouTube journey as we look at and think about the most important reason that I'm doing this series, friends, is to share some of the strategies that really were game changers for me as a content creator and move me from about 260 subscribers all the way to full monetization in just 6 months. So let's take a peek. If you remember, in February 22nd, 2025, of course, just this year, y'all, that's when Kendi K did her very first live stream. Y'all, I was on YouTube for over a year before I did my very first live streams. And y'all are probably saying, well, what on earth? Welcome in Mickey's Adventures. Yes. Friends, yeah, y'all don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate Mickey. I love the way you come in here and remind friends to hit that like button. And let me tell you why that's important from a content creator perspective. Every time you hit that like button, every time you hit the hearts, you hit the hundreds, any of those things are known as engagement on your channel. And the more engagement on your channel, the more the live stream will be sent out to devices for viewers to see that nice red thumbnail and hit I want to view that. They want to click on that and watch that content. Our friend Simply Sunshine Moments is with us. Simply Sunshine Moments, I've been looking for you, friend, in these YouTube streets because you won a prize and we want to get that prize to you, friend. So check in the community post for crew members. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew so that we can get you your prize, friend. Thank you very much. So we've got all these friends here and we're just going through. This is kind of a timeline as we look at the channel growth. So I started with about 220 to 260 subscribers between February the 22nd when I did my first live stream. And I want to repeat that again. It took me over a year before I did my first live stream. Don't ask me what was going on because Kendi K is a woman of a particular age. I really don't know. But for whatever reasons, I knew I had to wait until I got 50 subscribers to go live. And friends, why I did not go live after 50 subscribers, I would never know. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. But until then, y'all, it was, in fact, over a year before I did my very first live stream. So don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to talk about that in just a second, how you need to be a triple threat in these YouTube streets to really grow your channel to and through full monetization. Friends, welcome in. I love this. Friends are still gathering. Well, Simply Sunshine Moments, we need to change that, friend. Remember that during Shoptalk, this is our collective. This is our virtual content creator makerspace. And I invite you to get that co-host link from the chat and join me on the stage and gain watch hours on your channel in the process. I'll give you a little mini interview. You can introduce your channel to others. Friends, so let's just take a little walk on Kendi K's journey, looking at this timeline. So I started, when I did that first live stream, I had about 222 subscribers. I gained a few subscribers over the next 30 days to about 260 subscribers. And then, y'all, I just kept going live. That's what I started to do. Once I started going live, a lot of things came into clearer understanding for me. One, for me, it was a lot easier for me to go live and do a live stream than it was for me to create long format videos, which required a lot of editing. I was trying to create these beautiful, dazzling thumbnails. And y'all, I was doing all of that without the free inspiration features that are available in YouTube. Y'all, I really will tell you this, a pro tip for the day. One of our first pro tips is this, is that, friends, YouTube does really give you absolutely everything that you need to become a fully monetized content creator. And I have really began to lean into all of the many tools that they use. Just this last week here, I started using a new feature that was made available to me as a content creator. It's being beta tested by YouTube at this moment using the title A/B test, where I'm able to test two different titles and two different thumbnails and see which one is going to generate the most traffic on my channel. All of these are free features, and I will tell you there's a free AI feature that will help you create dazzling thumbnails for your channel, and it's called Inspiration. And of course, Kendy K has not one but two episodes of Shop Talk on the Inspiration feature, available for free through YouTube Studio. It will help you to create dazzling thumbnails and SEO optimized titles to go with it, and the descriptions, and friends, even a script or an outline to follow based on what you put, the content that you put in. If you need new ideas, fresh ideas for videos, friends, we're right on the cusp of Vlogtober, and right behind that, November and December, we'll be celebrating a Vlogmas in these YouTube streets. Y'all, I'm going to be doing an episode on that coming up. It's going to be a special episode so that you know all the details, so that you can fully dive into Vlogtober and a Vlogmas. It's going to be a great way for you to really give your channel a boost. Well, look at there, and look at there. I appreciate you, Gemini Diva 79. Thank you, friend. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It lets me know that, y'all, I'm having a busy Monday. I hope you are too. I'm working. I'm glad to be working, but I couldn't wait till I could take my late lunch today and come and visit my friends, my YouTube family, so that we can just talk shop. Y'all, this is episode 2 in a 2 or 3 or 4 part series. We're going to do part 3 on Sunday. So join us for the Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. And who knows, we might have to do one more episode. It's all based on what you put in the chat. So if you like this series, if you have questions, I want to thank Allison Mapp, who had a question of clarification about what do you mean when we talk about that 365 days for your watch hours? Well, it is based on when you uploaded your first content. And it doesn't matter what that content was, if it was a short or if it was a long format video. Whenever you uploaded your first content, that is when your clock, your 365-day clock begins. And that is a virtual clock, so to speak. Time is ticking because you want to try to get to the initial level of monetization and hopefully to full monetization within that year. Otherwise, any watch hours, not views now, watch hours that you gain will begin to fall off starting on the 365th day and every day after that. Every hour that you gain day by day of watch hours, 60 minutes of viewing time makes a watch hour, and they use the viewing time of anyone that views your channel for about 30 seconds or more. Well, my goodness, we've got friends joining and collaborating, contributing to this discussion. Welcome in, a kiss from Jay. We see you, friend. Thank you all for joining me. And it's Reed. It's Reed the Explorer, Life and Learning Hub. I'll tell you what, y'all. Let me just take a moment before we finish our timeline and look at Kendy K's subscriber growth. Because remember, if for full monetization, you need at least 1,000 subscribers. For initial or partial monetization, you're going to need at least 500 subscribers. We're going to talk about some ways for you to really increase your number of subscribers and move straight on into, because For many people, it is the watch hours that are the more difficult aspect of getting both of those goals met towards full or even partial monetization. But I want to take a moment and I want to shout out Read the Explorer Life and Learning Hub. She is one of our sister friends that resides and studies. She's a researcher in Switzerland. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in, y'all. This is a virtual content creator makerspace available to YouTube content creators from all over the world. So, special welcome to Read, Explore, Life, and Learning Hub. But she's no stranger to Shoptalk, and she is no stranger to my channel, Kendi K. All day. Y'all, I've had the pleasure of interviewing Read the Explorer Life and Learning Hub not once, but twice for my interview series called Coffee and Conversations. And if you look carefully, friends, you will see that Kendi K has her favorite coffee on deck. I think it's backwards. So I'm going to point over here. I have my favorite coffee on deck. It is Gloria Jean's coffee. It is a medium roast coffee. I can't wait to finish this live stream so that I can have a cup of Gloria Jean's coffee using my Keurig. Yes. Y'all tell me, drop in the chat. Let me know at this moment, what are you sipping on? Y'all don't forget to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, friends. Thank you. Now look at all the friends joining and gathering. Yes, and I will tell you that when I interviewed Ree the first time, her channel might have been a little bit, she might have had a few less subscribers than me. But friends, when she came back so we could check up on Ree, we did a checkup on Ree because we wanted to check in on our friend from Switzerland. Friend, Ree had really outpaced me with her growth on her channel. Ree was really putting in the work and it was showing in her number of subscribers. And I think Ree had already reached partial monetization at that point. And so, friends, y'all, I am proud to say that Ree is also a fully monetized channel. Yeah, so she is getting a YouTube check every 30 days. Y'all, kiss from Jay, who is joining us today. Y'all, so it's all content creators of any size. This is where we talk shop. If you have any questions about the content creation process, especially the monetization or anything, friends, drop those questions into the chat. We'll put them up on the screen and we're going to get you some answers today. There's nothing like getting some understanding is really, really good, especially as content creator, because there are so many things to read. There are so many things to understand. You might think you understand, but you know how you always wanted someone to just clarify that thing for you? That's what we do on every episode of Shop Talk. Yes, no problem, friend. Welcome in, friend. I love that everyone is greeting everyone as they come in. Monique Poe says she is sipping on some water. I see that Claire says, yes, we are over here talking shop. Somebody had some Earl Grey tea. What happened to that? My mouse is doing some funny things over here. Come on, mouse. We have too many miles to go. That's how I show my age, right? Because I'm using a mouse instead of the trackpad, right? Ooh, y'all, this is really, I hope you all. Oh, that's Mickey who's having some Earl Grey tea. Oh, that sounds so nice, Mickey. Serena in the Making is also a tea lover. Ooh, Mickey's Adventures is double fisting it with water and a Dr. Pepper. Kids from Jay. Kids from Jay has a beautiful skin. It's no wonder she's drinking lots of water. Ree drinks like 5.5 liters of water a day at least, and she puts a little vinegar in her water. Pro tip, you want to check our interviews. We've done 2 interviews with Read the Explorer Life and Learning Hub. Friends, let's take a look at Kendi K's monetization process, if you will. Yes, friends. And thank you all for dropping those numbers in the chat for our friend Rudy. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in, friends. So then in April, y'all, on April the 27th, Candy K reached 500 subscribers. And y'all, it was simply because Candy K started incorporating all the things that YouTube said we should be incorporating. We should be doing long format videos. I did them for a year without ever going live. YouTube says we should use shorts. And y'all, they're called shorts for a reason because they should be short. I have really, really changed my thinking around shorts, and I'm going to share some of that with you today. And then, friends, Candy K, as of the end of February, Candy K added February 2025. This year, friends, Candy K added her live streams. Y'all, so because I started doing live streams, I found that I loved it. I found that it was a much lighter lift for me. I'm always, even to this moment, y'all, still a little nervous when I go live. There are lots of moving pieces. For instance, I was getting ready to hit the go live button today. And friends, I realized that for some reason I had unplugged my ring light to get some extra light on this situation over here, and so I had to plug that in. Yes, Mrs. Paula said she is sitting out at the lake and she still has her internet connection. She is still tuned in as a content creator. I know that's right, Mrs. Paula. Mrs. Paula says she is not going to miss this episode of Shop Talk, y'all. We are the collective. This is where we can connect, we can collaborate, and we can grow our channels to and through full monetization. You know, something I'm noticing is I don't see friends dropping their channel links. Y'all make sure that you're dropping your channel links so that other content creators and viewers, the most important thing is that we want viewers to be able to connect with you and your channel. Yes. Now, Mrs. Paula, y'all, I think she is trying to make us feel a little bit jealous. Y'all, Mrs. Paula says, hey, y'all, here's how much I love learning from Candy K all day. Oh, that's so sweet. In a boat, on the lake, and still watching. Ooh, that sounds some kind of nice, Mrs. Paula. That sounds some kind of nice. Friends, so again, I kept going live. I was calling myself then a triple thread in these YouTube streets. That's using your long format content, your shorts, and your live streams. That's a triple threat. And if you need more information on being a triple threat, Candy K has several episodes of Shop Talk. So make sure you drop down in the description box of this episode of Shop Talk so you can get that link to all of the previous episodes. Y'all, do you know that we are already up to episode 34? Yes, friends, we are. It's been a mighty long ride, and I started Shop Talk in the summer, and wow, to rave reviews, and I am just so super pleased that everyone continues to enjoy this virtual makerspace. Yes, Simply Deborah Sue is shouting out Miss Paula, saying you rock, Paula. Paula does rock in these YouTube streets. I've interviewed Mrs. Paula for Shop Talk. Not for Shop Talk, but she has joined me as a co-host for Shop Talk. So let me be clear on that. But I have also interviewed Mrs. Paula for my interview segment, and it is Coffee and Conversations, y'all. You will be able to find my QR code at the end of this, and one of the moderators will be dropping a link for you. It has the words tiny URL in it. So if you are interested in me interviewing you during the month of October for Coffee and Conversations, or if you want information about Candy K, I might want to come join you and co-host the show for a Shop Talk and get a mini interview in the process. Y'all, the more you get out here, the more comfortable you will be. And so that's why Candy K, that's one of the reasons why I go live so much throughout the week, because I'm trying not to be so nervous when I go live. I think it's just something that is going to be, but friends, I'm learning how to be more efficient about getting set up for my live streams, and live streams really help me to grow my watch hours. But right now we're talking about subscribers. So take a look at my timeline, friends. Take a look there. Yes. So friends, oh, I see something from Kids from Jay. I'll pop that up in just a second. Thank you, Jay. Mine's too. For real, for real. Hashtag favorite. Hashtag favorite. friends. So I kept rolling along after I met that 500 subscribers. And friends, when I had my 500 subscriber party, I did it with a theme song made just for me by Anthony Holmes, the 71. And so you want to check out that subscriber party. I'll put a link to it in the description box so that you can check out my 500 subscriber party, because at that party I debuted my anthem or my theme song. And you'll sometimes hear that in some of the long format content. And sometimes I play it at the beginning or the end of these episodes of Shoptalk, created again by Anthony Holmes, the 71, a fellow content creator. And I call him a music virtuoso because, in fact, he is. Welcome in. So, friends, I did make it to on the road to 1K. So between April, friends, and June, April, May, and June, y'all think about it. We had Easter and Kendi K. Friends, I was still doing my live streams. I was still doing my long format content, and it was going so well. So what I did with Easter is Kendi K works smarter, not harder. And what I did, and YouTube allows this, friends, is I took 5-minute clips from Kendi K's favorite desserts that she had made, and I made a Easter dessert video. It was a compilation video. It took 5-minute clips. YouTube does allow that. Make sure you're always following the policies of YouTube, especially if you want to be a part of the YouTube partner program. And the partner program is the monetization, where you can get those monthly YouTube checks. And so I took that time, and then I also took 5-minute clips again. I had a 5-minute pot roast clip. I had a 5-minute salmon clip. I had a 5-minute dressing clip, cornbread dressing clip, and I put all those clips together, and I did an Easter compilation video, and then I did a separate dessert video. Oh my gosh, the views that I got on that. And you know, the thing that really took off was a short. I also did shorts along with those long format contents. But y'all, it was a much easier lift for me because I did compilations based on some of my previous content. So that is a way, that's a pro tip for you, friends. If you use 5-minute clips or less, YouTube allows you to do that and compile some things that are related, like all of my desserts, or my favorite desserts, I think is what I called it. And then I did the same thing with a Sunday dinner in respect for the Easter Sunday. And friends, really got so many comments, and I really was able to push my channel out. In fact, the algorithm rewarded me and pushed my content out because it got so many views. When your new content gets lots of views, the algorithm will reward you and push your stream out to wider and wider audiences. And y'all, it wasn't even a clip of one of the desserts. Not Kendi K's peach cobbler, not Kendi K's 7-Up pound cake, but y'all, it was some cornbread that stole the show. It was a short. Welcome, Epi Pooh is still with us. Desi in the building. My goodness, greatness and royalty are all here in one by the name of One Stash Cash. My good friend Stash Cash in these YouTube streets. Y'all, thank y'all for joining us. This is Kendi K all day. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Y'all, thank you for dropping into that chat. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Yes, y'all, if you're interested in me interviewing you for Coffee and Conversations, that is my interview segment. I can offer you a 1-hour interview, a 90-minute interview, or a mega interview at 2 hours. And that is what Kiss from Jay and I did a couple Sundays ago. And y'all, absolutely one of my top interviews, one of my favorites. It was just a good time. It was a good time. Y'all, thank you for joining us, and keep dropping those things in that chat so I can put them up, especially if you have any questions as we just talk shop. So, friends, because I just kept putting out the best content that I could, not perfect content, but the best content that I could. And I continued to work on my thumbnails, and I started using the free inspiration feature that is available through YouTube Studio. It is AI for free. Right in YouTube Studio. Y'all, I've got 2 videos on that. If you need help creating fabulous thumbnails, then check out the inspiration feature that is available for you right through YouTube Studio. Friends, I made it to 750 subscribers on June 22nd, and I had my 750 subscriber party. I'll never forget it because it was a Sunday, and our very own Gemini Diva 79 announced during that live stream. She came up and joined me on stage and announced to the world that she was moving from a viewer of Candy K all day to a content creator in these YouTube streets. Gemini Diva 79 debuted her channel during my 750 subscriber party. Now hold on to your seats, friends. In terms of subscribers, I don't know. The gods were just blessing Candy K, and so were the viewers. They were liking what they saw because, friends, I held that 750 subscriber party on a Sunday, and by Monday night, I'll say it again, by that Monday night, Candy K had made it to 1,000 subscribers. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I knew then that I could do this, and I think, y'all, I will tell you, if you're struggling to even get to 500 subscribers, when you get to 500, the algorithm is going to start helping you out. The supercomputers that are YouTube are just going to start working more in your favor because they're recognizing that you're getting some footing under yourself and under your channel. And I promise, all the creators in the chat, would you vouch for me on that? Would you let friends know who might be thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this at all. I don't even have 500 subscribers. Would y'all drop in the chat and add some encouraging words to anybody who might be feeling that and they're still having that goal in mind of still trying to even reach 500 subscribers. Friends, first of all, we've all been there. We have all been there, and we're here to support you every step of the way. I promise you, you're in the right place at the right time. Continue to drop your channel link in the chat. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Hey, Simply Sunshine Moments. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. But friends, when you get to 500, the algorithm, it just kind of opens up for you and for your channel, and it begins to send out more impressions. That is images of your thumbnails on viewers' devices so that they can click and watch your content. Y'all, it kind of just happens like that. Everyone will kind of say that if they've got at least 500 subscribers, that trying to get those last 500 subscribers that are needed towards the 1,000, towards full monetization, y'all, it will go by very fast, very fast. And y'all, it did for me, and I'm pretty confident that it will do the same for you. Yes, the first 500, it can be a slower process because the algorithm is not familiar with your content. And then, y'all, when we talk about that word consistency, one thing, if you really want to grow your subscribership, and if you got to get you got to entrench yourself into the YouTube algorithm. It has to find out who you are. And one way that it can find out who you are and who your viewers should be is that you've got to continue to put out your best content. So one thing that I will tell you, which held me back in my YouTube journey, was that I was not putting out content consistently. And y'all, consistency can mean whatever you need it to mean. For some, it means I need to go live at this time every day. For others, it might mean I just need to make sure I put out a long format video every week. Or maybe my goal is to put out 2 long format videos every week. develop some type of consistency that is good for you and your channel and all the other things you have going on outside of YouTube. Oh, friends, y'all are just chatting it up in that chat. I love what I'm seeing in the chat. But let me digress. Let me get back. I'm trying also to make sure I have every one of these great channels for content creators. Well, it's our friend model Lori Ann stopping by, and I thought I saw someone reaching out to Crazy Kid. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Yes. Crazy Kid is leaning into something I mentioned earlier. Yes, it's of course to pursue your passions in these YouTube streets. But friends, if you've got a passion, then I promise there are people out there who also have that same passion, and you've got to find those folks as viewers. That is what you've got to do. The best channels and the channels that really, really grow are channels who have found their tribe, who have found their community of viewers. And friends, the best way to do that is be consistent with your content. Deliver the best content that you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but continue to work on the work called our YouTube content creation process. So once I got to 1,000 subscribers, friends, I had my 1,000. I celebrated every one of these milestones. Yes, you better believe. Candy K had a 500 subscriber party. I had a 750 subscriber party, and Candy K had a 1,000 subscriber party. And friends, notice that I always gave my community, my YouTube community, those are my regular viewers. I always gave them calls to action, a CTA. Hashtag growth mindset. I wanted to share some of the analytics with them, and I would do that through my community posts on my channel. That's another way to really engage and lean in to your viewers. Let them know what your goals are for your channel. And y'all, if they are a regular viewer, they are going to want to help you to meet those goals. But you've got to tell them. It's called a call to action, a CTA. And friends, I will tell you that by August, it was in August that Candy K became a fully monetized channel. It was August when Candy K became a fully monetized channel. And when I tell you things started moving rapidly for me between July and August, and right at this moment, I mean, they move fast because Candy K was not even a partially monetized channel for not even 30 days. And then Candy K achieved full monetization. Yes, it happened for me, friends, and it can happen for you too. So how did Candy K do that, friends? Here we go. You've got to be a triple threat in these YouTube streets. Y'all, I told you I now recognize what was holding me back. Candy K was not doing the lives. In order to be a triple threat in these YouTube streets, you've got to have long format content. I cannot stress that enough. Long format content is the protein. It is the meat of the matter. It's the meat of your channel, friends. That's where you can get the revenue when they attach ads to your content. When ads or commercials are rolling, you are rolling in the YouTube AdSense revenue. Friends, and you can gain YouTube AdSense revenue on your long format content and also your live streams. And so once I added those live streams, y'all, my channel really began to take off. Shorts are always going to help you to really grow your subscribers and your viewers because everyone can get a quick glimpse at your channel and how you show up authentically in the YouTube streets just by looking at your shorts. But friends, all of these things, make sure that you're using a balance of all of these things with a heavy dependence on your longs and your live streams, because that is the content that you're going to need later when your channel becomes fully monetized. You don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to create long format content like lives and long format videos after you reach monetization. That's a whole lot of stress. And thankfully, I did not have that stress because I took a full year before I went into this last 6-month push. Y'all, when I started that last 6-month push to full monetization, y'all only had about 260 subscribers. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I can truthfully say I fully monetized my channel in 6 months from 260 or so subscribers. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm checking the chat. Oh, well, Gemini Diva, thank you very much, friend. Thank you so much. You are one kind soul. Thank you, Gemini Diva. Yes, I think most folks in the chat, with y'all as content creators, we're here talking shop. So let's do that for a second. Let's talk shop. And would you type in the chat and let us know when you, as you try to approach either initial monetization or partial monetization, what are you seeking most? Are you most in needs of subscribers, watch hours, or maybe you still need both? Tell us where you are in your YouTube journey. Do you need more watch hours, or are you in need of subscribers at this moment? For me, y'all, as you can see from the timeline, Kendi K made it to 1,000 subscribers just a day after, y'all. It was almost midnight, but the day after I had my 750 subscriber party on a Sunday, the day after that, y'all, I reached 1,000 subscribers. Went straight through it. I don't even know when it's set on 1,000 subscribers because it went straight beyond that. Y'all, now I'm sitting on about 1,400 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is Kendi K all day. Friends, so let's see what folks are saying. Is it okay? So Melinda says right now at this moment, Kendi K, Melinda is a very new channel in these YouTube streets. I love your content. I love your deep clean of the house. Melinda G has had some life changes, friends. So check out Melinda G's channel. I am enjoying your content. Keep it coming. You keep going, Melinda G. You are doing great in these YouTube streets. Yes. Yes. Yes, I love these pro tips coming from fellow content creators in the chat. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Allison Mapp is a Allison, I don't know. Allison has been tearing up these YouTube streets too. Allison, remind Kendi K again, you know I'm a woman of a particular age. Fully monetized or partially monetized? Allison says she has a need. She has a call to action at this moment. She needs more than anything viewers to watch her content. Serena in the Making is seeking both subscribers and watch hours. Y'all take note of this. Take note of this. Y'all know how we work. We work together to grow, to collaborate, to learn, and grow these channels to and through full monetization. Yes, absolutely. I'm dropping my channel link. And so as a reminder for you to drop your channel link, look and see that keyword, and so that you can drop your channel link as well. This is Kendi K all day. So friends, let's keep going so that we can finish up with our hour of power. We try to keep most of the shop talks at this moment to about an hour so that friends can continue on with their day. And I thank you for rocking and riding with us. So y'all, things that I don't forget the call to actions. Do the call to actions. I think I've done at least 2 already. And I said, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. I have shared the reason why it's so important for you to like the stream, because when you like the stream, it's considered engagement on your channel, and the supercomputers that are YouTube will then begin to send your stream out to wider and wider audiences. How will your viewers know that unless you tell them? Tell them the reason why. Tell them what your goals are. Let them know what your calls to action are, and do that, friends, in every video, in every live stream. Friends, if I were you, I wouldn't do a short without putting the word subscribe on it. Friends, a lot of times people come straight into a live stream or they begin to watch a video and they get all caught up in your beautiful content until they hear your voice asking them to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is a Kendi K all day. Friends, make sure that your thumbnails and your titles are both crispy and clear. What do y'all think of Kendi K's red and white? thumbnail, trying something different. And this time, friends, Candy K used Chat GPT version 5, dropped early August of this year. If you're not familiar with the power and the robust AI features associated with ChatGPT version 5, Kenny K has a 3-part series that is embedded in our Shop Talk series. Check it out for ChatGPT version 5. It just dropped in early August. That's what we're doing in Shop Talk, y'all. We're going to get you up to the minute. We're going to show you how you can use ChatGPT. And Kenny K did, in fact, use ChatGPT to create that thumbnail. And even the thumbnail that was on our Sunday edition of Shop Talk, it too was generated with Chat GPT. Y'all, I'll get all the way down in there and give you the pro tips for how to create and get all the information you're looking for just for free. And that's the caveat. We're going to do Chat GPT version 5 for free. Yes, check out that 3-part series on Chat GPT version 5. Friends, make sure you have a strong intro in the first 15 seconds. You want to get viewers watching and you want them to continue to watch. You want to hook them in the first 15 seconds and get them to at least 30 seconds of watch time. And I want you all to continue to watch this stream and even the next one. This is Candy K all day. So that was my viewers. That was my subscribers. And I didn't have too much of a problem with that. Y'all, I'm still trying to add subscribers and members of Candy K's crew. And that's crew with a K. But now let's look at these watch hours, because the watch hours tend to be the thing that people struggle to get. Towards initial monetization, you'll need 3,000 watch hours. And towards full monetization, you'll need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours from your long format content and your live streams. And so, friends, what I did in May, June, and July, look at my watch hours. And then I had a huge jump in watch hours in August and September. Y'all, this is not August and September of 2024. Friends, this is August and September of this year. When I say I'm a new fully monetized content creator, I am brand new. The thing that was a game changer for me getting those watch hours, look at April. And friends, look at May. Can you see when I turned off my shorts? Do you see when I turned off my shorts? Friends, my watch hours, even though I had more viewers watching my content, for sure. April, May, June, I told you we had Easter, we had Mother's Day, we had Father's Day. They were watching my content, including my shorts. But y'all, that's all they were watching. They were spending a lot of time watching the shorts, and those minutes do not count towards your watch hours needed for monetization. So in July, Candy K. So my watch time was growing, but do you see that it kind of remained stagnant until I made the executive decision on my channel? And let me be clear, I did not turn my shorts off, but I unlisted them. Unlisting means that you get to retain the watch hours and the views on those shorts. And you can just turn them back. You can make them public whenever you want to again. You have the private setting, which means you lose those watch hours, lose those views on that short. If you delete it, and putting things private just means you turned it off. It won't be shown to anybody through their device. You can still view it, though, as the content creator. Unlisting just simply means that you are just setting it to the side. And if there are existing links to access that short, they are still going to remain open for folks to view that short. For instance, if you want to drop a short, and that's what I really started doing, friends. I started dropping shorts to my community using my community posts. I began to drop shorts to them in the community posts. And I began to use my shorts that way and not have them publicly available. Because when they are not publicly available, as in public on the public setting, then what are your viewers going to watch from your channel? They're going to watch your long format content and your live streams. Do y'all see when I turned my shorts, every last single one of them, to unlisted? Look at the growth in watch hours on my channel. And this is month to month. So y'all, you can see why I quickly made it to the initial level of monetization with 3,000 watch hours. And friends, in August, Kendi K made it to the full level of monetization just by unlisting those shorts. Y'all, it's tomato. Friends, you have to decide for yourself. And I will tell you this. I made that executive decision for my channel to unlist my shorts so that I could get the watch hours needed for initial and full monetization, because I had already met the 1,000 subscriber portion of the requirements for initial and full monetization. For full monetization, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I was struggling to get those watch hours, but I'm telling you all, when you unlist them, and you can turn them back on whenever you want after you get your 4,000 watch hours. And y'all, now that I'm a fully monetized channel, I will tell you that I did in fact turn my shorts back on, because I was like, okay, this is going to bring me so much revenue on my channel with all these shorts, especially my pound cake short, which has, I don't know, 14, 15,000 views on it. Let me be clear. Kendi K has now had one YouTube check. I got it last week. It was direct deposited straight to my bank. And friends, Kendi K, in a whole month, with all of my shorts turned back on for 1 month, Kendi made a grand total of, Kendi K made 23 cents. Friends, I'm telling you today is September the 29th. And it seemed, y'all, as I was putting things together for this live stream, it seems that Kendi K loves to do things at the end of the month. I want to wrap things up at the end of the month. I start out strong, and then sometimes life's right? But then I try to pull things back together and give a strong finish at the end of each month. Y'all, that's just to me, it's just the content creation ebb and flow. I'm sharing these emotions with you as I share my good YouTube studio analytics for my channel, because I want you to begin to look at these things on your channel. Y'all, try it and see, don't your watch hours start to go up. Now, I would only do that if you've already met the 1,000 subscribers. If you have not met the 1,000 subscribers, then you do in fact need to be a triple threat, using a combination of long format content every week, live streams every week, and shorts every week. And your channel will continue to grow, and it's going to grow much faster once you get over that 500 subscriber point in your YouTube journey. Y'all, we all have a YouTube journey, but we do have so many similarities. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. Oh my goodness. Allison Mapp says she made as a fully monetized content creator, Allison Mapp said she made 21 cents. So I guess I should be proud of myself, because I made a grand total of 23 cents. And Kendi K had almost 400 shorts. Y'all, you can't say that the Content Creator Collective didn't try to tell you. Okay. So if you do have your 1,000 subscribers, consider putting all of your shorts to unlisted so it can help you move faster to 3,000 and 4,000 watch hours towards full monetization. That's all I'm saying. I see that Claire, the missing link, is putting in that connection link if you want to connect to me and let me know that you'd like me to go ahead and get you scheduled for Coffee and Conversations. That's a long interview. It's a great way for a new community, new viewers, new audiences, Kendi K's audience to connect with you and see if they like your vibe and possibly become a viewer and then a subscriber on your own channel. Y'all, that you've got to cross-pollinate. You've got to cross-pollinate, or else whoever is your channel, your regular viewers and your subscribers, friends, that's what your channel is going to be. If you want to grow that channel, friends, then you've got to get out and connect with other channels, with other communities in these YouTube streets. Find people within your niche as well. Y'all, nobody can show up on these YouTube streets like you, but you. That's why they call it YouTube, y'all. People trying to do their own little version of Shop Talk, but can't nobody do it like Kendi K can do it. This is a Kendi K all day. Y'all, imitation is the best form of flattery. Y'all do what you will. Try to make it your own, but can't nobody do it like Kendi K can do it. Y'all, thank y'all for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. It is our content creator makerspace. 3 live stream episodes of Q&A each week. Friends, as we get ready to come down from this place, y'all make sure that you create the best content that you can and y'all put it in a playlist. Pro tip. This is how Kendi K was able to get that boost. Kendi K unlisted her shorts once she had got to 1,000 subscribers. I unlisted every single one of my shorts so that my viewers would then watch my long format content and my live streams. And friends, I put them all on into a playlist. Friends, Kendi K right now, 40-something, 45 or so playlists. Yeah. Do you have playlists? And if you do, if you have playlists, friends, there's hardly happy. If you have playlists, friends, then do you have every video in multiple playlists? What you talking about, Kendi K? Well, okay. So Kendi K can do easy, budget-friendly cooking, and Kendi K can drop her blackberry cobbler into that playlist. And I can also drop that same blackberry cobbler video into my Just Desserts playlist. Friends, you need to cross-reference all of your content. It can go into multiple playlists. Do you have a playlist called Kendi K's Lives? Kendi K, I told you I have a special 3-part series on ChatGPT, a version 5 that just dropped in early August. And it's part of my Shop Talk playlist. But then I also have a separate playlist with just those 3 episodes of Shop Talk devoted to ChatGPT version 5. Multiple playlists. You need multiple playlists, and you need to cross-reference every one of your long format videos and your live streams into multiple playlists. There you go. It's for free. Everything on Shop Talk is absolutely free, friends. I'm telling you, Kendi K, I was pleased with my first YouTube check. If you want to find out what that new YouTube check was, what that first YouTube check was, friends, you need to become a member of Kendi K's crew with a K. Y'all, I'm putting that stuff together. We're talking about all of my revenue because I'm happy to share, but I want to do it with my family. I want to do it with the family. I'm talking about the YouTube family, of course. So consider joining Kendi K's crew to get some of those insider tips and information. But y'all, everything on Shop Talk is absolutely free because we are the Content Creator Collective right here. Thank y'all for joining me for this episode. This has been a lively stream. I appreciate all of the friends coming through. Hey there, Desi. Y'all, Desi's got a great channel. Y'all check out Desi. 10 out of 10. Kendi K highly recommends, friends. I hit subscribe. Welcome in, Desi. Welcome in. Friends, what you need to do, here are a couple other things. So make sure that your content can go into multiple playlists, and it can. Y'all, how do you think I got to 45 or more? I don't even know. I stopped counting, y'all. That's how many playlists I have. I'm doing a soup collaboration. You better believe Kendi K has a lot of soups because I love a soup. That's why I joined the soup collaboration with other content creators. Like Candy K has all her soups in a playlist, and then Candy K's soup that she created as part of this collaboration are in a special playlist. And just use hashtag fall soups, or in the YouTube search bar, if you put hashtag fall soups, I bet you're going to see that collaboration that I'm doing with these other content creators. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Folks are still joining this live stream. I'm super excited. Y'all, as you grow in the YouTube streets, I know some of you are creating 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos, 4-minute videos, and you're super proud of your first 5-minute video. Friends, keep in mind, you want to focus on trying to get to 8 to 10 minutes or longer. 8 to 10 minutes or longer. So take your first 5-minute video that you created and try to add 4 more minutes to it. And you're like, Candy K, how on earth am I going to get 4 more minutes or 5 more minutes of content to add to that? I'm trying to get you to 8 to 10 minutes of a long format video or longer, because that is optimal for ad revenue. Friends, you can do it by this. Create yourself an intro and an outro. And then in the middle of your long format video, I want you to cut in. Just take your same cell phone, y'all. That's one thing I didn't talk about. Kenny K monetized her whole channel using just my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Fully monetized her whole channel using just my iPhone 15 Pro Max. As a woman at 49 years old, if I can do it, you can too. I promise you. Just join us for 3 episodes of live Q&A where content creators just talk shop. Yes, friends. Y'all, and then do live streams. Live streams are a unique opportunity for you to show who you are as a content creator, what your lifestyle is, what your passion is. Whatever that is, I hope you're doing that on your channel, because then that makes it fun. I call YouTube my playground. I am truly enjoying this. I'm learning something new every day. I'm learning quite a few things every day in these YouTube streets, even now as a fully monetized channel. But friends, the one thing that can really boost your watch hours is to do live streams. Your long format content and your live streams are what will be used to count whether or not you have that 3,000 and hopefully eventually the 4,000 watch hours that you need for full monetizations. Live streams kind of give you a 2-for-1, because you get the stream of folks who are coming on in here. They're steadily joining. I am super happy to see that. Y'all, if whatever cell phone you have, because I also have a Note. Okay. I also have a Note, and I still use that. And low key, depending on the day now, I like how crispy those pictures come out of my my Note, my Android Note too. So y'all, don't sleep on your cell phone, y'all. Those are $1,000 computers that you're holding in your hand. Those are just your smartphone. That's why they call it a smartphone, friends, because it is a handheld computer with multiple cameras on it. It has a front facing and rear facing camera, right, y'all. You can buy fancy equipment, and I've certainly got some channel goals. But friends, I'm not buying anything right now. No. I'm still going to continue to use my cell phone as I learn how to do more sophisticated angles and things. Y'all, thank you. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Y'all, Mary's Life Journey is one of the content creators that I have collaborated with for fall soups. Just do hashtag fall soups. If you create a soup in this cooler weather as we lead up to Vlogtober. See, it's a vibe, y'all. It's a vibe. Y'all better catch it. Yes. I have not yet did. Yes, I have. I'm not going to tell the story. I love Allison Poe's question. Great question, sister friend. Y'all check out Allison Map. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. She's a mom. She's a wife. Love it. Do you do subscribers only on your live stream? I have done it when I have done my crew member bashes and prize wheels once. But this past Friday, it was a September to remember, and we were celebrating Candy K getting her first YouTube check. and becoming a fully monetized channel during the month of August. So we were just still in the afterglow. So I opened it up and we did a game night. We did a Friday night live game night, and I recently introduced the game nights on my channel. Not every Friday, but at least a Friday a month. We've done it for the last 2 months. 2 rave reviews. Do you see how I'm responding to what do viewers want to see in these YouTube streets? And the more you align your content to what viewers want to see, chef's kiss. That's a perfect match, friends. Cannot stress that enough. But so I've done it for that reason only, with subscriber only live streams. But that could be a way for you to grow your subscribers, is if they had to subscribe to your channel in order to join the live stream. At this moment, friends, I'm focused on watch hours, because the more folks watch my content, the more ads will be watched as well, and the greater my ad revenue. Friends, I give a lot on my channel because I give a lot in real life. I love to see folks have joy. And we need a lot more joy. Y'all know there's a lot going on in this country. So y'all, if you can help somebody on your channel, bring them some joy, do what you can. That's what my goal is on my channel. And that is why I love YouTube. It is my playground. It's a virtual playground for me. But look at all of these friends who are coming through, connecting with us. If you've not hit that like button, hit that button for me. It sends the stream out to wider audiences even after this stream ends. And friends, we are getting ready to end at this moment. Thank you for the question, Allison Map. I appreciate you. That's a good one, Melinda G. I'll come over and I've got some questions for you. Melinda G has just had some life changes, and she began to start a YouTube channel. Yes, friends, check your analytics. Melinda G says she has to find some time to do a Q&A with her viewers. And friends, I would tell you, Melinda G, I can work with you and teach you how to go out down into your analytics, and analytics will begin to show you the longer you're on your channel. It doesn't happen automatically as soon as you upload your first video, but the longer, the more weeks you are on YouTube, every week you'll get more and more analytics, because you have to build up to those analytics where they have enough information about your channel. And they'll tell you when most of your subscribers are watching YouTube. And you really want to go, the darker that purple, that is where you want to choose. That's why I, Kenny K, chose this stream. Y'all, the Sunday Sunrise edition works for a lot of folks, but it also is kind of problematic for some folks because they go to church. But it works for Kenny K's church schedule, especially when I'm doing church online. And I ended up doing church online yesterday because y'all know I was supposed to go to Houston. Long story short. But anyway, friends. Yes, welcome in, friends. Welcome in. So, friends, those are the final pro tips to gain your watch hours. Make sure you do your live streams, because when those live streams end, then you can make them public again. And you get a whole new crew of viewers and watchers on your channel. Y'all, I just realized Kendi K did not take her Zyrtec. And my sinuses are closing up as I try to speak. You all, thank you so much for rocking and riding with us. This is Kendi K and the Content Creator Makerspace Collective. We are a collective of content creators. We are just trying to learn, to collaborate, to connect, and to grow our channels to and through full monetization. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome. Oh, analytics. I already have videos on that, Allison Map, but yes, I will do more. And friends, we'll cover more analytics in my next video, because there's another part, at least one more video that is going on to this. Y'all, here I have a few of Kendi K's live streams. Kendi K's playlists. If you want to see how Kendi K has 40-something playlists, it's too many for her to even count anymore. Y'all, look at all the playlists. I have a playlist for Kendi K's crew, and that's crew with a K. That is my membership, my paid memberships. Kendi K has all episodes of Shoptalk, the Content Creator Makerspace. There's delicious desserts. Kendy K is getting out here. You know, I'm on a health journey, pushing high protein, low carb, and high fiber in my diet. I'm learning to eat to live. I have Kendy K, my self-care series. It's my soft girl season. Just something for the ladies. Check that out. Kendy K loves to shop. Yes, I do. And y'all, Kendy K was raised in the Grand Old Church of God in Christ. So you know I have a playlist for that content too. Y'all check out some of my playlists. Kendy K gets Amazon subscribe and save every month. Kendy K is a walker. I have car chats and I have conversations. Kendy K cleans. Y'all know I lived and worked full time in Memphis for over 20 years. And so I have the best of Memphis, Tennessee, because sometimes Memphis gets a bad rap. Welcome in, y'all. It's Nisha Antoinette. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Yes. I love that friends are gathering. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. This is a Kendy K all day. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. If you're just coming in, y'all catch it on the replay because I need you in that chat too. And if you do catch this on the replay, thank you for watching. And please drop down in those comments and let me know that you came by. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Somebody has a really good tip. Gemini Diva says, make a playlist. Think about your content and how it might be related to each other and put them together in a playlist. Put your videos in multiple playlists. I'm just saying. Yeah, you're missing out on opportunities. And the reason why you want things in playlists is so that folks can binge watch that content. If they put them in a playlist, they click on play all on their device, and it'll play all of your long format content one after the other. Yeah, I don't put shorts in my playlist. If you're asking about that, I don't put shorts in my playlist because y'all, I just told you, I made 23 cents during the month of August as a fully monetized content creator. I made 23 cents on my shorts. So I'm turning them back off. It's the end of the month. I'm turning them back off for October. Yes. Y'all, thank you for rocking and riding with me. We're a little bit over time. I thank you for sticking with me. This is Kendy K all day. Goodbye for now. Check us out on Sunday for the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shoptalk. We're still on. It'll be one of the last episodes. I don't know. I might need an episode 4. You tell me. What do you think? What other questions do you have? Looks like I've got one more slide here, y'all. These are the tips from our edition of Shoptalk yesterday. Y'all, be consistent. Consistency is important, but what is consistency for you? What does being consistent look like for you? Yes. Goodbye for now.